Hello, my name is Lexis Lutz, and this is my Pathways Final on Ministerial Internship. Something super cool about this section, we actually got the opportunity to come up with some questions and different topics, areas that we wanted to grow in personally, in ministry, or in life in general, and meet with a mentor in our life. And I got the opportunity to meet with a mentor and bring all of this to him and really just pick his brain on the wisdom and the knowledge and the encouragement that he had for these different areas in my life that I wanted to see personal growth in with the Lord. So I'm excited to share that with you. Today I will be diving into those topics and sharing my main points and my overall thoughts in hopes that it would teach you something new. It would encourage you to step out and to get with a mentor, and that it would show you and highlight areas that the Lord has worked in my life, and I know He could do the same in yours. So, with that being said, my major discussion points are obeying the call in prayer, stewarding finances and generosity, leading teams well, and serving in the church, discipleship and developing extra patience in the discipleship process. So first off, obeying the call in prayer. When it comes to obeying the call, I had brought to my mentor a specific time in my life where I have felt God re-highlighting something that He once asked me to lay down in a season. During this season, it was pulling me from not being 100% into the worlds that I was in. I was stepping into my freshman year of college, and I was also running a business. And in that regards, I couldn't be 100% or give 100% to each. So I have now seen, in my senior year, God is kind of highlighting these passions that I once had. And I brought to my mentor, his name is Caden, just what do I do in these moments? And he specifically has said, bring it to God and ask for clarity. How can you implement what you are being called to in your day-to-day life? And he even brought within my idea of prayer, of wanting to grow deeper in prayer, try fasting, because fasting can go alongside with prayer and maybe even bringing clarity to the call that God is highlighting. Is this really from the Lord, or is this my mind kind of grabbing onto things that I knew I was once passionate about in those areas of my life? Next, stewarding finances and generosity. This has actually become something super important and has created opportunities for me to really put God to the test, and especially in finances and in giving and being generous and giving above and beyond what I see in front of me. So my mentor had told me to create a budget. He had shared why generosity matters, and he even shared steward what you were entrusted with well. And I believe whether it's for you or for me, I think we can all benefit from stewarding what we are entrusted with well, whether that comes to finances, whether that comes to people, whether that comes to being kind and generous within other people. Whatever that may look like in your life, these are some points that had really stuck out to me that Caden really hit on. And next, leading teams and serving. Caden shared with me the idea of we live to serve. And Matthew 25:21 says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." At the end of the day, serving can become mundane, especially for me in my personal life, because I am in a ministry school, a leadership college, and we are a part of all things around the church. And I can sometimes fall in the gap of serving becoming mundane. He also shared with me, what is your heart posture, especially when it comes to leading teams? When we pour into our teams, we are pouring out what is in us. And I think sometimes that can come from the wrong place because we're relying on our own strength and our own wisdom. He really encouraged me to check your heart posture with going into this. in leading teams, in huddles, and then in serving as well, because at the end of the day, we are called to be God's hand and feet. He also encouraged me to pray for wisdom in these areas. How does God want you to lead your teams? What are his desires when you serve? And I was really encouraged by that. He also went on with discipleship and patience. This really stuck out to me. Take care of the flock you've been entrusted with. What in your life has God entrusted you with to take care of? That comes with discipleship and even growing a deeper patience within this area. Step into areas that test your patience. He encouraged me to do that because then that will push you out of your comfort zone. When navigating who to disciple in your life, big or small groups, who is willing to go deeper? Who has God specifically highlighted to you? Overall, throughout this process of meeting with a mentor, my questions and thoughts were taken to a whole nother level. I learned and was given timely action steps and responses that I couldn't come up with on my own. I encourage you to find a mentor and evaluate things you have been pondering or lacking wisdom in. Ask the hard questions and really lean on God in prayer. I know this course has opened my eyes specifically to so much, and I believe that this is going to propel me into a new level with the Lord. Throughout this course, I pray you felt encouraged and challenged throughout this presentation and that you have felt God highlight something so specific to you. Thank you.